My name is Mickey Dilisky, and this is my personal travel reflection. Past trips, these are two of the more recent trips I've done that I'm most fond of. First was my backpacking trip through Colorado, Utah, California, and Ecuador. I took an outward bound expedition and I backpacked through North and South America. It was a super, super cool experience. I was outside for 81 days straight, 24/7. And I met some super, super cool people who were strangers at first, but by the end are some of the best friends I've ever made. Second was my internship in Big Fork, Montana in 2021. This past summer, I worked with MSU alumni Mark Shirky, who lives in Big Fork, Montana. He offers that position once a year, usually to MSU students, and I managed to snag it this year. It was a super cool experience. I got to evaluate sustainable tourism practices in Montana, and I worked with Professor Charles Nelson to complete my internship. I got to experience a lot of the natural side of Montana, and I got to see kind of the inner workings of tourism within a small tourism perspective, or a small business perspective, I guess. Future trips. I really want to go to Red Rocks, Colorado. I've been wanting to go here for years. I have a friend that lives out there, and I think it's like a super cool combination of both music and nature. As you can see, it's super pretty, and then they, do shows down here. Yeah, I think it'd be great to hopefully make it out there someday. Secondly, I really want to go back to Bulgaria. I'm a Bulgarian American, and I have a dual citizenship. I consider myself more of an American than a Bulgarian, because I've lived here my whole life. But I really want to go back to my roots and visit my family and maybe explore the countryside there and whatever else Bulgaria may have to offer. What does tourism mean to me? The personal benefits, I think it gives me a sense of adventure, which makes me happy, and I find I crave it quite often. I hate staying inside for too long. Many of my favorite memories have been from traveling to different places and meeting different people. So yeah, I think that's kind of what I think makes life very enjoyable is meeting people and going new places. And so when I'm old, I hope I have some stories to tell. Personal motivations. I've traveled for both leisure and now for work in my past summer in Montana. And I thought that was super interesting experience because I kind of got to see the inner workings of Montana, and I really got to dig deeper rather than just having the surface level experience of a tourist. I kind of almost felt like a temporary resident there, and I really got to learn about the area, which I thought was really cool. And I am an environmental studies major, so I hope that my career takes me to more beautiful places. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. And my personal purpose, traveling is something I usually do for leisure, and seeing new places is something I'm passionate about. As I mentioned, my family and roots are in Bulgaria, which is something I'm very proud of. So I deeply want to be able to connect back to Bulgaria at some point in my life, and also experience the natural side of Bulgaria and the culture there and the culture in Europe, hopefully. That's kind of where my family's from. And I think the overarching purpose is for me to develop an understanding of the world outside of my own, and that makes me feel fulfilled. Yeah, so that's my presentation. Here are my sources for the pictures I used. It was just the two, the Red Rocks and the Bulgaria. All my other pictures are personal pictures. Thanks for listening.